All right, we're recording. So this is a John Deere R4045 120 foot boom, 15-inch nozzle spacing. We're starting down the very right hand side of the boom and walking down through.
There's about, with the way these mounting brackets are lined out, there's about 6 or 8 different points on where you're going to have to actually move these brackets. Sometimes you could just move the bracket from one side to another and find another hole that's on the bottom here to put the bolt in. I've actually had to drill 3 holes on this particular machine to move this mounting bracket to get it out of the way of our nozzle. You'll find that whenever you have 15-inch spacings. I don't know about the 20-inch spacing machine. The other limitation we had on the boom is mounting for the VCMs on the 2 particular end sections that are just breakaways, because this boom folds 2 times. Once at the breakaway here, and then going towards the machine. Mounting these VCMs, there's not really a whole lot of good places for it, so we'll have to find the best way that keeps it out of harm's way whenever it comes to running these things in the trees.
Pressure sensor installation on the rear of the machine. Remove the existing pressure sensor, put in the T. Make sure that both pressure sensors are mounted vertically. This particular sprayer has a direct injection system on it from John Deere. Right here is all the injection equipment. One thing to note is that this is a check valve right in front of me, and whenever you turn the boom off with this check valve, it's going to trap pressure between the check valve and the boom, and the only way to bleed that pressure down is to have the sprayer off and to open up the nozzles to let the pressure out of the boom.
On this outer boom section here, we found that there was this boom was actually too close to actually get the solenoid and to even get the fly nut off. So we actually had to take this whole bracket off here and slide the physical tube all the way down. We slid it down about 1.5 inches, which moved it from this nozzle particular from 15-inch spacing to 16.5-inch spacing. That was the only way to actually get this fly nut off and this solenoid on without interference.
At the product load station, you have 2 flow meters. With PinPoint, when you're running PinPoint, you can only run with 1 flow meter. So this on-off valve for the second flow meter should always be off, and when you tee in your flow meter connection should be teed into your main flow meter. Also, you notice that there is a throttling valve right here. This is for flows greater than or less than 26 gallons per minute. We find that most of the time that leaving this throttling valve open is the best scenario to do. And again, this is another on-off valve. If you want flow to go to the back of the boom, leave that on at all times. In the cab of the sprayer, this particular operator has chosen a windshield mount, round mount mounting option. That's not supplied by Capstan, that is supplied by the customer. You're certainly free to choose any mounting options you want. In the back of the cap view, you should have your GPS connection. Then you have your main cap view connection, and off of that you have a power pigtail. Depending on which cab option you purchase, in this particular cab we have that power going down to the 3-pin power bank at the bottom, but it could be a series of different connectors that could come in over here on this connector if you prefer.
When running the GPS cable, we tee in to right here underneath the globe. We run all the way down this. We take this shield off here with these bolts. This will come off. You run the cable all the way down this, go up underneath the floor, and if you raise that floor mat, you'll find a
access point for the GPS cable to come in.
then you just run it underneath the floor mat all the way over to the PinPoint. There is an extension cable in the kit if need be.